Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Trump, an economist, a question, and math. Today, we're going to talk about an economist named Arthur Laffer. We're going to do this because we've gotten a number of questions about the kinds of economists who say Trump's tariffs won't be good for America. And the general idea of the question is that the economists who say the tariffs are bad are just bad economists, or they're anti-Trump or whatever. That brings us to Arthur Laffer, who served as an economic advisor to Reagan. Those are pretty strong conservative credentials for an economist. What did he say about Trump's tariffs? He wrote a 21-page analysis of the impact of Trump's tariffs on U.S. automakers. In an earlier video, I said that when you look at most economist estimates, it looks like it would add about $4,500 to the cost of a car. Laffer says it'll be $4,711 in his analysis. He advocates for exemptions to keep the supply chains from Mexico and Canada in place under the 2019 USMCA trade pact. That's the pact Trump negotiated. Without those exemptions, he says things will get bad for the U.S. auto industry. Quote, "Without this exemption, the proposed tariff risks causing irreparable damage to the industry, contradicting the administration's goals of strengthening U.S. manufacturing and economic stability." Here's another quote. "A 25% tariff would not only shrink or possibly eliminate profit margins for U.S. manufacturers, but also weaken their ability to compete with international rivals." Basically, he says that if Trump preserved those supply chains, his tariffs would still raise prices about $2,750. But hey, I guess that's better than $4,700, right? But just because Laffer advised Reagan all those years ago, I guess he could still be an anti-Trumper. Here's another quote for you. Quote, "Dr. Laffer helped inspire, guide, and implement extraordinary economic reforms that recognize the power of human freedom and ingenuity to grow our economy and lift families out of poverty and into a really bright future." Oh, and here's another. Quote, "He developed a brilliant theory, shaped unprecedented economic reforms, and helped turn a severe recession into a remarkable boom. He proved that the most powerful way to grow the economy and raise government revenue was not to increase tax rates, but to adopt strong incentives that unleash the power of human freedom and innovate, create jobs, and deliver greater opportunity to all Americans. And he's proved it over and over again." Two quotes talking about how great he is. Still doesn't mean he's not an anti-Trumper. Those quotes are from Trump, when Trump awarded him with the Presidential Medal of Freedom for his work in economics. So, Trump likes him, but maybe the reverse isn't true. Laffer co-wrote the book Trumponomics, Inside the America First Plan to Revive Our Economy. It's even more pro-Trump than the name implies. Obviously, Laffer turned on him. Nope. Even after the report was published, he defended Trump as an excellent negotiator and said nobody should take the report as a criticism of Trump. He also said, quote, "The report shows the economics of what would happen were the tariffs to be put in place. This is about facts, not how we feel." Not a liberal, not an anti-Trumper. Tariffs raise prices. That's their whole job. Even those who support Trump can't deny that the math doesn't math. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.